everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my 6th update for my 21 in 21 project pan. So the ultimate goal of this project is to hit 21 individual goals on different products through either emptying, hitting pan, or usage goals, just depending on the product and what I've determined I want to do with that. So if you haven't seen any of the previous videos, I will have the playlist link down below so you can catch up, and let's just go ahead and get into the project. So a little reminder, I do my updates on the last Sunday of every month. So some months that means I'll have 28 days of progress, and some months that means I'll have 35 days, depending on how many weeks there are within the month. So this last month was a 28th day month, so my numbers will be a little smaller than they were last month, which was a 35-day month. As always, I go in the same order, numbering 1 through 10. I guess I didn't say that at the beginning. I'm working through products 10 at a time, so I don't have 21 products to work on at once. So it is kind of like a rolling 10 pan style project pan, where I work on 10 products at a time and roll things in as I complete goals and things like that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started on these products, and we'll just I start with my base products all the way through application, the order in which I apply my makeup. So we're gonna start with primer. So my primer is the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer in the Perfecting formula. I have had this is my only primer left in my collection currently, and I have been just using it every single day. Anytime I do my makeup, just about. There's been a couple of days where I did my makeup without it, but for the most part, I've used this exclusively throughout the month. So this last month, I did use this 25 times. So I did my makeup. I didn't do my makeup 2 days out of the month. So I used this. There was one day I didn't use this under my makeup, but then 2 other days I didn't wear any makeup at all, so I didn't use it. So last month I was doing really well. I was about to here, and I was thinking I would have this done this month, but we don't quite have it done yet. So we're down to here, very close, I think. I haven't hit an air pocket yet in this, which really surprises me. I feel like at that point, normally you've hit an air pocket, but so far nothing has happened with it. So I've still got, I would imagine this will be done this next month, because yeah, I mean, if you see my progress, how I'm going, I've not used this. Honestly, I've used it the same amount pretty much every single month. My total uses on it are 86 times. So yeah, I'm kind of surprised that I haven't finished this up yet, but I guess it's just there's more product in here, and when you get to the bottom, it just doesn't move as quickly. So yeah, I don't know how many more uses I have out of this. I definitely think it's going to be gone by the end of the next month, though, because I mean, that's just such little product. There's no way that this is gonna, if I use it every single day for sure, there's no way it's gonna be completely, or there's no way it's gonna last through another month. So I definitely think this will be gone next month. I'm not planning on cutting this open. I don't enjoy doing that with products unless it's just something that I'm like totally in love with. So I'm just not gonna do that. This one's good, but not worth cutting open for me. My next product is my foundation product, and I'm actually not using this foundation on my face anymore. I'm using it on my body, but this is the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint. I do really like this. However, I learned that it was kind of messing with my skin a little bit. I think I figured it out. So I was testing a theory this last month. I believe that this plus the sunscreen I was using was causing my patchiness. I was getting a lot of patchiness right in this area on both sides of my face, and I couldn't tell what it was because at any time I would remove different products, it wouldn't completely go away. Sometimes it would get a little better, sometimes it wouldn't. I took this away and it did get better, but it didn't get perfect. And now I've taken the sunscreen away too, and it's basically cleared up. I have just the tiniest bit that's still there, but I think that it's maybe the combination of the two, but I think that I kind of came to the conclusion, this has SPF in it as well. So I kind of came to the conclusion that this and that most likely had an ingredient in it that didn't agree with my skin. And there's only 4 ingredients that they have in common. This is a mineral sunscreen and that is a chemical sunscreen. So it wasn't that difference. Like, it wasn't the actual sunscreen product. Both this product and my sunscreen have an ingredient in them that is the aloe. I can't completely pronounce the ingredient. It's aloe. It's some kind of aloe leaf extract, or in this one, it's actually a powder, but it's got something to do with the aloe, I think. I'm wondering if that's not like clogging my pores or something, or just sitting weird on my skin and causing buildup, because I never had that problem until I was using these every single, like really, really regularly and then together. And I think that it must have caused some sort of buildup on my skin and it just doesn't like it. So I'm guessing that's what it is, because they're really everything else. There were only 4 products, and the other products I have in other products in my collection, and those things don't bother me. So yeah, anyways, all of that to say, this I've stopped using on my face. I think I figured out what it is that's been bothering me, and I am just using this up. Otherwise, I do really like it. I liked the way it looked. I liked the way it wore, but I'm kind of sad that it didn't work out for me. But just thought if anybody has a similar issue with aloe in products, that will probably have something to do with, you know, this might not work for you. But if you don't have that problem, then I don't know, it might do better for you than it did for me. So I do like it. It's just kind of sad I can't use it anymore. So last month I did only use this 9 times, but again, I am using it on my body, so I'm using more of it than I would use on my face at once. So that is a total of 30 uses. And I've been weighing this to track my progress on it, because you can't see through it, and it's just the easiest way of seeing progress. So my scale only does decimals by the ounces. It doesn't do it for grams. So I'm weighing it for that. And last month I was at 2.54 ounces, and this month I am at 2.29 ounces. So that is a difference of 0.25 ounces, which is that was the difference of the month before as well. So now my total usage on this is 0.67 ounces. And there's only 1 fluid ounce in here. I had been using it a decent amount before I put it into this project. So honestly, I think this next month is gonna be my last month with this. I don't think I'm gonna get any more use out of this after that. I can already tell it's getting much lower. So I would say that I'm probably actually around the like 0.8 to 0.9 usage rate with this, with what I used prior to the project. So yeah, I'm thinking 1 more month on this and then I'll be done, which is exciting to me, because I'm ready to have it rolled out of my project, and just out of my collection, since I can't use it on my face anymore. All right, my next product is my bronzing product, and that is out of my NARS Atomic Blonde palette. However, last month I did depot it and put it into my butter bronzer, empty. I had emptied this out last year, and so I put it in here last month just to make it easier, because of the packaging's not great on this, so it won't stay closed now. Last month it would, but it's not staying closed now. So I went ahead and depotted it out of here and put it into here. And here is what it's looking like this month. I repressed it, it was flat, and it looked pretty thick, I thought, but I already hit pan on it. Obviously it's just a small pan, but I feel like it's gonna go pretty quickly. It's gonna develop and expand pretty quickly. So I don't know actually how long this is gonna take me. I'm thinking it might only take me just a couple more months with the progress that I had last time. So as far as usage goes on this, I used it 26 times. So every time I did my makeup, which is a total of 60 uses within this project. I feel like with the fact that I've already got pan back in the center of it, I have, like last month, what did make a lot of progress within the original pan. I feel like I'm seeing this move pretty reasonably quickly. So I don't know, it might take me a little over 2 more months, but I have a feeling with how thin it is around the pan, because it's definitely not all the way to the top of this pan. Originally, this packaging holds 11 grams of product, and this bronzer was only 7 grams to start with. And as you saw in the picture, there was a ton of product that I've already used out of it, so I would guess that at most I had 4 or 5 grams left. So I would imagine this is pretty thin all the way around, where I will be able to make a lot of progress this next month, which means to me that I will probably have just, a couple more months on this, which is exciting to me because that means a bronzer out of my collection. But yeah, I really love the NARS formula for bronzer. This one was a limited edition shade with that palette, so I can't repurchase this one, but I will probably repurchase one of their bronzers when I use up a lot of the other ones in my collection because I do really like their formula a lot. Another NARS product in this collection is my highlighting product. So this is the NARS Fort de France highlighter, and this has been in since the beginning. It will probably stay in all year is my assumption, but I did make some good progress on it. So here is what we are looking like this month. You can see I've gone ahead and cleared out this whole portion down here. I am currently working to kind of thin the middle area a lot, and start to work down here a little bit to kind of thin it out. I'm thinking that I might repress this soon, so that it kind of shifts down a little bit and into the center. I don't know, I might not. I might wait a while on that. I might wait until I get at least a little farther along. But I feel so when I just look at this, I feel like I haven't made a ton of progress, but when I compare it to the beginning of the year to now, I do feel like I've used about half of the product. Well, I lost some product, but I feel like it's now about halfway from where it was, maybe, give or take a little bit. So I don't know if I'll be able to finish this completely this year or if it will be I don't know, it might not work out that way, but I am just kind of trying to move through it as much as I can. Again, I feel like I'm halfway, so that kind of tells me the number of uses that it's going to take me to get through it a little bit, which I did use this 26 times last month, so every time I did my makeup, and that means that I have a total of 177 uses on this. So since I've been using this exclusively for 6 months, I am thinking that I'm gonna probably rotate in a another highlighter into my daily usage, not in place of this exclusively, but just to get some other use on my other highlighters, and kind of just rotate through them. They're not going to be part of this project, but I'll probably do that, which means that my progress on this might slow a little bit. Yeah, I do want to get this done this year if I can. I don't know if that's going to be possible or not, but I also don't want to completely neglect my other highlighters, because I do have a lot of them. So I'll probably do something like that just to keep using my other products as well. But currently that's where we're at with this. Maybe I'll roll it out at some point if I determine, you know what, I'm not going to make it through and I want to get some usage on something else. But for now, I think I'm just going to try to keep going on it, and we will see where we can get to. The next product is the first of my 2 blushes that I have in this project, and that is my Milani Luminoso. So the goal is to empty this one, and we're basically there. So here's the thing. You can see there is the tiniest little sliver of product right here. I was so close to having this finished this month. I genuinely believe that this is going to take me a day or two. I could probably get 2 to 3 days out of it if I really work my brush in and try to scrape up all the excess out of it. So this little sliver here is probably going to take me tomorrow to use up, and then anything extra will probably take me a day or 2 after that to just kind of completely clear out. So I'm calling this done. So this is a goal hit in my mind because there's no reason for me to keep this in the project when I'm gonna use it completely up in just a couple of days. So this is my 11th goal that I've hit this year, and it's the empty of Luminoso, which is such a big blush. There is 3.5 grams in here normally, and that's a lot of product when it's a blush, because blush takes forever to get through. So yeah, I will show you guys the official empty of this next month. So it'll be a little bit of like a bonus for you guys. And I will give you the total count of usage off of this then as well, but I'll go ahead and let you know what this month was. So this month I did use this 26 times. If I had done my makeup the 2 other days, I think this would have been completely done. But that is a total of 131 uses so far. Again, I think it's gonna take me probably 2 or 3 more uses on this to get it completely where I want it to be as far as empty. But I am just gonna go ahead and say this is an empty, and I'll show you the final one next month. But I also just wanna roll something in to go in its place since this is basically done. And I am gonna roll in another blush in its place. I like putting blushes into projects because it helps me kind of focus in and get some good use on them while still rotating through them in my collection. So I am going to roll in my Pixie Beach Rose blush. This is actually, I think, a sample size of it. I'm not positive about that, but I got this in an Ipsy subscription when I was doing that a couple of years ago. And actually, it's been about 4 years ago now. So I am just kind of wanting to get some good use on this. This is where I am currently at on this. I've got some nice pan on there. My goal is not to empty this in this project. I don't think that's achievable this year. There is still a decent amount of product in here, and it's a very hard pressed formula, so it moves kind of slowly. But what my goal is to use this a total of 100 times. So if I used it every single day, at a minimum, it would take me 4 months to get through, but I'm gonna try my best not to do that. So I think it'll probably take me more like 5 or 6 months. So probably to the end of the year. Yeah, I thought that would be a really good way for me to kind of like see how much usage I can get out of 100 uses. Just see how long it takes me to do that, and just track what that looks like on this blush, because I would like to get this used up next year if possible, but I don't really want to like have that be my ultimate goal for this project. So yeah, I think I can get through 100 uses on this probably October or November, but we will see. Yeah, and so I'm excited to kind of see how much progress I can make on this. My second blush in this project is my Deck of Scarlet blush, and this is the Mistake Proof blush in the shade Savage. So this one I threw in as well with a usage goal, just because again I wanted to kind of get some use on my blushes without having to like have the huge goal of emptying them all, because they take so long to do that. So this one is a liquid blush. I actually really like this more than I thought I did. I'm really glad I put this in the project because I didn't really think I cared for it. I'm not much of a liquid or a cream person normally, so I didn't think I'd like it that much, but I find that every time I wear it, I always like how my makeup looks. I don't know, it's almost like it's less like a blush for me and more like kind of like a finishing product. I don't know how, like I just put it on. I put it on before I put on my powder actually, just because it helps it. I don't want to like lift anything up with it. It doesn't typically lift stuff up, but I'm a little paranoid about that. So I just go ahead and put it on right after foundation. And it just makes my skin look really, really nice. I just put it right in here, but I always think it looks so nice. It just subtle glowy flush. I really, really love it. So yeah, my goal is to use this 50 times. I am doing my best not to use it every time I do my makeup, even though I've started wanting to, because I like the way it looks so well. But I did only use this 15 times last month. I did just roll it in last month, so it's only been 15 total uses. So I still have another 35 uses to go before I can roll it out. So it will definitely be in for at least 2 more months, but we will see. I don't know. Like I said, I really like how it looks, so I might start wearing it pretty regularly, but I'm gonna stick with the 50 uses. I'm not gonna try to like bump up my uses so I can use it more. I'm gonna try to keep myself from using it every day, and I'm also gonna try to like just work through it. If I hit my goal way earlier than I thought, then you know it's definitely gonna be in here till August. but it might be in here a little longer than that. Now I'm weighing it so that I can kind of see how much usage 50, like how much progress 50 uses gets me. So there is a total of 0.94 fluid ounces in here, and this last month I did use up 0.11 ounces. So that's kind of 15 uses up about 0.11 ounces. So not quite a 1-for-1 use, but yeah, I mean, that's more than I thought I was gonna see. That's more of a difference than I thought I would get. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep tracking that, see how much I can use up of it. I would like to get it used up probably next year, like the Pixie blush, but I just wanna get some good use on it this year. Next is my Bobbi Brown gel liner, and this one has also been in since the beginning, and this is also going to be a long haul product. So this is where we are at this month. I don't feel like you can see too much of a difference from this month and last month, which is fine with me. It's kind of one of those products that you're not gonna see a ton of usage the whole time anyways. But yeah, I feel like I'm about halfway through it right now, which is good because I mean, I'm halfway through the year. I don't know. It might be a little less than that. It might be a little more than that. It is sloping down. So while it is a little higher than halfway, it's, like I said, it's sloping. So it's less down here than up here. I did use this 16 times last month, which is a little on the low side for what I'd prefer. I prefer to use it around 20 times, 19 to 20 times if I can, but that's okay. I'm all right with the fact that I only used it 16 times. It is what it is. That is a total of 110 uses in this project. I would really like to empty this year. I'm starting to think that I probably won't, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. I really would like to try to. Just seeing this much progress on it is really encouraging because it's such a big product to get through. You use so little of it, it takes so long to get through, and yeah, I'm just glad to be getting some really good use on it. All right, so we are into the final 3 products, which are my lip products. And the first one is my Lancome L'Absolu Lacquer in the shade 202. And I feel like you can actually see some progress this month rather than just the weight. I've been weighing it to kind of get progress on it. This is, the formula has changed on it, but it still smells fine. It still works fine. I really love the color. I'm pretty low on my lip products right now, so I'm okay to just keep using it. My goal was gonna be to empty it, but now I've got it at a goal of using it 50 times just because of the formula change and everything. I wanna get as much use out of it as I can, but I also don't wanna like force myself to use this if it goes bad on me. So yeah, like I said, it is still, it still smells fine, still feels fine. I'm gonna keep using it. I did use this 12 times last month, which gives me a total of 23 uses. So I still have a decent amount to go. That would be another 27 uses to go. So, you know, this is probably gonna be in another 2 months as well. Last month, I didn't see any change in the weight, but this month I did. I went down by 0.03 ounces. So that's kind of exciting. Like I said, I feel like you can see a difference from picture to picture in where this little line is here. I also feel like when I take the wand out, there is noticeably less product on the wand than there was before. Now, when I take the stopper out of here, there is a ton of product stuck up here. So if I were to take the stopper out and try to use the whole thing up, that would just take so long and it would be a mess. So, I mean, even if I hit, I would say even if I don't hit 50 uses and I've gotten to a point where I can't get anything out of down here, I probably will just toss this. I don't think I'm gonna try to take the stopper out because it would be such a mess. So yeah, I'm just kind of seeing how much I can get used of this before it has to go in the trash. Hopefully 50 uses. We'll see if we can get, we'll see how far we can get on it, really. My next product is my Lisa Eldridge Velvet Muse lipstick. And this one, so last month I made a pretty big jump on it. This month, as I kind of expected, I was wearing down like the angled tip on it, and I've worn it down to like just the flatten. I've flattened it out, and this is how much I have left now. So you can see there's not a ton left in there. Let me see if hopefully that is pretty clear, but yeah, there's not a ton left. It looks really gross right now, I feel like. But yeah, I am pretty happy with the progress I made on it. I'll show you my messy notebook, but yeah, you can kind of see it's starting here and then going there to wear down that little angle. Yeah, it's a pretty big jump, but then from here to here, it's not very big. I used this one a total of 13 times this month, which is a total of 34 uses. So it was less than last month, but it wasn't less enough to change like the difference that much. This is just when you start out wearing down the edge, it definitely wears off faster. So then it starts to kind of slow down, because like with my Charlotte Tilbury that I used earlier this year, it's about the same gap. So I would estimate that this is probably going to take me at least 3 more months to get through, which is about what I expected. I expected I'd be done around October with this one. So hopefully we'll stick with this progress and I'll see it move rather quickly. And yeah, I think sticking around the like 13 to 15 mark each month with usage is a pretty good amount of usage on it. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I think that's a good amount of use on this one. The final product in this project is my NARS lip balm. This was part of the Sephora birthday gift that I got earlier this year. So this one is just a mini. It's not like a full size or anything. It was almost completely brand new last time, and this is where we are at now. So there's really not very much product left in here. I think I might I don't know. I want to say I'll probably get it done this next month, but I don't know that that's true. So if you look at the notebook, it is about halfway. Not quite halfway, but just about there. So I think if I did only use this 13 times last month. So I think if I use it a little more than that, I can get it completely done. I don't love that about this lip balm. It goes very fast. So I'm like, for the price, I'm not going to pay that. I'd rather have a like shiny colored lip product that's kind of nourishing as well. That'll last me a lot longer than something like this, because this color, you can hardly see it on the lips either. So it just doesn't seem to make that much sense to me. I like it in theory, but in practice, it just doesn't really do that much for me. So yeah, so 13 uses got me that far. I think that if I can use it a little more regularly than that, I should have it finished next month, which is pretty crazy because that will take me down to 4 lip products in my collection. But that is the goal. I want to get through all my lip products this year. I think I'm gonna do it, and honestly, I think I'm gonna do it sooner rather than later. So I will probably have to purchase a lip product before the end of the year. Otherwise, I will be completely out, which is kind of cool. I didn't expect to get through them this quickly. So I'm rolling through them pretty fast, I feel. So yeah, that is kind of where we're at with all these products. I'm very happy with all my progress. I am at 11 goals hit this year. That means I'm slightly over halfway at the halfway mark of the year. So I think because of the NARS highlighter and the Bobbi Brown gel liner, I don't think either of those are gonna roll out of this project anytime soon. I think they're gonna stay in for a while. And that's okay with me. Like I said, sometimes I think about rolling the NARS highlighter out just to kind of like change it up and give myself something a little more interesting to do. And so I'm not just focusing on the one, but I think I'm gonna try maybe doing like an individual little side project for myself of saying, hey, here's another highlighter that I'm gonna roll in each month, and I wanna use it 5 times before like putting it back within this month. So I think I might try something like that, see if that works well for me so that I can get some use on the other ones, but not have to completely give up this one, because I would really like to get it used up this year. And then as far as the eyeliner goes, I'm happy to keep that in the project. Again, it probably won't hit the goal, but I'm just glad to be getting use on it. But yeah, with the other 8 products, I think that I'll probably be able to regularly roll them out, which means that I should be able to hit my goal. I think I can hit my goal. I only need 10 more products to do that. And so yeah, I think I can hit my goal by the end of the year. I'm hopeful that I can. But yeah, I think next month I should have another, probably another 2 or 3, probably just 2 products rolling out, which is exciting. I'll have to think about, I am ordering another primer soon, but I don't have it. I haven't done that yet. And I don't know. I don't know if I'll roll that in or if I will just kind of let myself use that. I might roll a concealer in or something like that next time. But we will see. We'll see kind of where we're at next month, and hopefully we'll have an exciting update then. Thank you so much as always for watching. I really appreciate the time that you give to my little videos, and you guys are all so wonderful and you're all so sweet. I'm so glad that you enjoy these videos. I enjoy making them for you. I love talking about makeup. I love playing with makeup. So it's very exciting that I get to do that with you guys. As always, like it if you did. Feel free to subscribe. Last month I was a little off my schedule, but I am hoping to be back to normal with everything and getting everything posted on time. I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.